Hello, my name is Nabina Khanal. I will be talking about Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. This is a Netflix series which was released in 2018. This series revolves around witches, witchcraft, magics, and so on. Um, Sabrina is the main character of this series who is born half human, half witch. Her father is witch and her mother is human. Her mother does her baptism in church right after she was born, and her father does her dark baptism uh, when she was 3 years old. But it is not kind of valid because she was just 3 years old and she should be the one who does that, not her father. So yeah, and in the witch's book it is written that if a person is born half witch and half human, that particular person should decide whether they want to be witch or human right after they turn 16. So Sabrina is living in a human world. She has human friends, she has boyfriend, she goes to school, a complete normal human being. And she's staying with her two aunties, which are witches, and who want them to be who want their aunties want her to be witch in future. And the Lord Father is also a very important character of this series. Lord Father is Lord of Church, which is church. And when Sabrina turns 16, he comes, and like Sabrina is actually confused about being witch, doing her dark baptism, but Lord Father comes and like gives her like some false information, like just to make her like feel easy about doing dark baptism. She goes to do her dark baptism, she cuts her hand, drops some few bloods, and she's about to sign, so they have to sign a paper to be witch. So she's about to sign that paper. She sees her mother's figure which is instructing her to run away, so she runs away. And this dark baptism is quite similar to the blood baptism that used to be done in ancient period. In ancient time, blood was like considered as sacred, and human, like especially animals were sacrificed and their blood was considered sacred. Like overall blood, giving blood or sacrificing blood was considered sacred in the ancient church. So I think Netflix took the inspiration from blood baptism and like make it dark baptism. After she runs away, like a group of witches filed case against Sabrina, and she has to go to the court, and like court does the discussion and concludes she can live both in human and witch world, but she has to learn which like power of witches, and which she agrees. And like here in this series, witchcraft is directly related to Lucifer. So the like main lord of witches are Lucifer, and Lucifer, for some reason Lucifer wants Sabrina to be in his side. So Lucifer sends a messenger. Lucifer is someone special down there to make Sabrina sign that paper to be witch. She was still not ready, but the Lucifer's messenger who comes in the earth is Sabrina's teacher, Saint Mary, travels Sabrina's friend to make Sabrina sign that paper. But all those tricks doesn't work, and at last what she does is she awakens all the died witches and demons to trouble human. So all the witches, they go sit in the church and they get protected by Lord Father. But Sabrina, she comes out and she goes to protect human beings. And she was not that powerful at that time because she didn't had her power. She was not witch by that time. So her teacher, Saint Mary, who is also Lucifer's kind of like worker, instructs her to sign that paper, and she will get the power of witches, and she can destroy those demons and protect people. So she signs the paper and she becomes witch and she protects human. So this story, in this film, Sabrina is a witch is shown as a very strong and very fierce character. Even though she had not been witch, she was very strong. Like she was like very confident. It sometimes her confidence was second, but most of the time she was fine. She was strong, confident witch. And talking about the patriarchy, there are like times when patriarchy is shown in this series, when the Lord Father, when Sabrina was not ready, he like manipulates her to like do her dark baptism. And another instance is that Lord Father's wife give birth to two children. One is son and one is daughter. So Sabrina's one brings daughter with her because she knows that the Lord Father will kill the daughter. So yeah, this is also a example of patriarchy that is shown in the film. And overall, Sabrina is portrayed as a strong, fearful figure who is like ready to fight for the people. She is not like shown as which is against human beings, against human society. She is loved and accepted by human society, even though her friends knows, like when her friends know she's witch, they support her. So she is loved in a human society. And another thing I want to talk about is a practicing witch reviewed the chilling adventure of Sabrina, where she confirmed, like where she explained that a lot of scenes, they were like very realistic, and witches do perform those rituals in real life. For instance, she talked about a moon ritual where like a character came out and did some kind of ritual under the moon. So she said that modern witches also do perform those rituals, and she quoted that she had experienced witnessed that ritual in real life, and when she saw it in the series, she felt like it is kind of like authentic. And also the practicing witch also confirmed that the series is quite like it is quite similar to what witches do. Like there are a lot of things like Lucifer's and all which are not true, but a lot of things are like kind of true. So overall, this series is a very good series, and Sabrina is a very strong witch. Thank you.